We'll just talk about the decision to jump in here on short notice, man. Obviously, not an easy choice to take a UFC fight as quick as you did.
Oh, it wasn't a hard choice at all either. I mean, I said yes before they told me the name.
Really?
Yep.
So when you got the name, what did you think? Were you excited, or did you think, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have taken that one?
Well, it didn't matter, really. I was still excited. It's a good fight. And, no, I didn't think twice.
So when they come to the decision, I mean, had you been training, were you thinking, like, I'm looking for a fight? How did they get your name out of the hat? There's a lot of guys on the roster.
Well, the fans, I got to thank the fans, you know. They're always on top of the game for me. I suck at social media, to be honest with you. So the fans were always looking out for me, and when they saw that Dennis Seaver dropped out, they said, oh, Alex, go fight BJ Penn. So I put my name in, and it's like, no, we got somebody. I'm like, okay, they got Cole Miller. I'm like, fine, whatever. And then BJ Penn dropped out, and then somebody said, hey, Alex, BJ Penn just dropped out. Go fight Cole Miller. I'm like, oh, hey, put my name in there. And then it just happened.
It's funny that you mentioned that you suck at social media, because I think you may have the greatest Instagram handle of all time here. I am here now, Alex. How much time did you put into that one?
Well, it came through self-actualization, you know, and self-realization of who I was, you know, and where are we in the spectrum of universal things. So, like, I wanted to be in the moment, so I wanted a name, a handle, or something that I could say to myself every day that lets me know that I'm in the moment. I'm not there, I'm not when, I'm here now, and that's where we should be every day of our lives.
That's deep. I just thought you were saying you finally got on Instagram. I am here now on Instagram, but there's some deep thought there.
Oh, thank you. I mean, well, I try to, I'm always trying to revise myself. I'm always trying to make myself better, and at the same time, I want to bring about a world that I feel, how would you say, comfortable in bringing my children into. So, like Michael Jackson said, we always have to make that change, and we have to start with the man in the mirror. So that's where I started. So I started changing myself, and I started to notice how things around me started to change as well. And I want to keep pushing for that new world.
Very cool, man. Well, let's talk about the matchup. Cole Miller, like you said, a great fight, great opponent. Do you have much time to prepare, or do you just kind of have to go in there and do you when it's this short of a notice?
Well, I never really prepare for a specific opponent. I think it squelches my creativity. So I just train, and it's my lifestyle. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a prize fighter or a cage fighter. I'm a martial artist. I do this every day. Whether I'm in the gym or not, I'm practicing martial arts, and morally, ethically, mentally, and physically, I practice martial arts. I do no harm onto others, and I preserve life with my martial arts. I do not destroy or harm life with my martial arts, so it's an everyday thing for me. So I'm always ready for a short notice. You can call me tomorrow, and I'm going to make weight and fight.
That's awesome. How much better is fight week for you now in the featherweight division?
It's awesome. You know, I feel more of myself. You know, like when I was cutting weight, I was angry all the time, and I was mad for no reason, and it just hurts. You're not yourself. I wasn't in my own head. Now that I don't have to cut weight anymore, I get to be myself, and that's a little kid.
That's awesome. So what kind of lessons do you want to impart on the world, man? You talk about making changes and, you know, kind of making an example for other people in a good world for our children. I'm a father. I got a 4-year-old kid. I want him to have a good world. What kind of lessons do you teach? What is it that you want people to do?
Versatility is key. You know, we have to keep ourselves versatile. We have to keep ourselves open to new experiences. We can't, you know, how would you say, box ourselves in to the same old routine. Instead of trying to become a specialist, I really invoke everybody to try and become a dabbler. You know, be a master of all things, a jack of all trades, not just a specialist. Because how would you say, teach them how to do it themselves. We live in a world of convenience, and it took away our humanity.
That's interesting. You talk about not being a prize fighter, being a martial artist, but obviously, I mean, this is how you pay your bills, right? I mean, so how do you balance that? Is like this is your work, and this is prize fighting, but you consider yourself not a prize fighter?
Well, you got to look at it. Look what I was doing for a living since I was 16. I was fighting in the streets as well. No matter what, I still be doing this, whether you pay me a little or a lot. My lifestyle is not going to change. I just so happen to have the opportunity and be fortunate enough to be fighting for the UFC. But whether it was in the UFC or not, this is what I will be doing. Nothing's really changed. It just so happens that I was good enough to make it onto a big stage like this and make the money that I do now.
So what does the future hold for you as a prize fighter, being in the UFC, having this job? I mean, do you have those goals of, I want to be a champion, or does that not even matter to you?
If my skills get me there, and I always fight to win. So if I do get there, then yeah, that's cool. But no, it's not the end of the world for me. I don't think it's the top of the mountain at all. As a human being, there's so many ways that I can expand myself. There's so many ways that my life can permeate through this universe. So I don't believe in, just, oh, I just need to become like, it's not that serious to me, because I know that even though you can beat me today, I'm always gonna come back. So I'm never truly defeated, and that's the biggest thing about it. So a lot of people take this shit is too serious. It's too serious, and it's like, well, don't you love to do this? Then why are you so serious? Like, if you love to do this, then you should be happy all the time. And I'm just glad that I have the opportunity to do what I love for a living.
That's awesome. So what's a typical day like for you? I mean, are you training all day long, doing martial arts things, or are you more about expanding your mind? What's a typical day like for you?
Well, a little bit of everything, man. I cook all my own food. I play musical instruments. I read books. And I do martial arts. Every day I do a little bit of martial arts, whether it's like messing around with nunchucks, bow staffs, working on some meditation, kung fu, yoga, whatever it is. I'm always into martial arts. I mean, damn, I love it. I can't let it go. And if I don't do it, I'm gonna feel awkward, like I can't walk.
It's funny you talk about being a kid, but it seems like you've kind of grown up in front of us. Do you feel like you've kind of matured in front of the world?
Well, the way I have to look at it, you can say I matured, but what I say is that I found my inner child again. Instead of trying to be a grown up and trying to be this businessman and trying to be this person that the public wants to see, I said, I can't cuss, can I? Okay, I said, fuck the public, what I'm saying? If they don't like me for who I am, then they don't deserve to like me. They don't deserve to know me. So instead of trying to be this person like, yeah, I'm a grown man, and like, why? It makes life so boring, like that we have to be so formal about things, when all we truly want to do is connect with people.
That's awesome. Well, you talk about being happy, you talk about creativity. What are we going to see on Saturday night?
Some weird shit.